Q&A time. Today we respond your questions. Let's go. Hello everyone, welcome back to GNOZZI'S TV. Hope you're having a great day. Before we start, please check the info box down below for my mixing courses on Pro Mix Academy, free plugin special discounts and offers. And of course, if you really want to learn how to mix and master professionally, click the join button down here, become a GNOZZI'S TV member, access the already big and always growing library of full mixing courses, start to finish, mastering courses on many different genres and a lot more. And if you're learning from the videos, please consider using the super thanks down here, the new feature, and support the channel. Let's get to the video. Mara J, hello David, can you do a more in-depth video on what are the ideal level range to feed plugins and the topic of analog style plugin being fed a certain way, and if that's applicable to non-analog style modern plugins? This goes down to gain staging. How do you feed your plugin? You need to know how to do gain staging. So some analog plugins that are actually modeled after hardware, they should tell you where are they calibrated in the manual. They all do. The problem is that sometimes it just doesn't translate. It doesn't translate because it doesn't matter. And we've seen in the many tests that we've done between analog versus plugin, right? Very, very few plugins have the same internal gain staging than the hardware. It also because it depends how your converters are calibrated. So every setup is different. And also what you have before or after that piece of gear. The plugin manufacturer tells you that that plugin is calibrated at a certain level. Let's take for example the very, very misunderstood minus 18 dBFS. That's your starting point. That's not where the plugin sounds the best. That's your safe level, okay? Because hardware doesn't have a sweet spot. Hardware has many sweet spots. Like the SSL consoles, the harder you hit it, the more saturation you get. You know, so which one is the sweet spot? It depends on the song. Sometimes you want to push it, sometimes you don't, all right? Where's the sweet spot of the HG2? I don't know, it depends on the song. Sometimes you want a lot of saturation, sometimes it gets crunchy and you don't want it, all right? So you want more pentode or triode or anything like it. There's not a sweet spot where a given unit sounds the best, unless it's one trick pony. And the plugins are the same. That's your starting point, that's the safe bet. That's where the measurements for THD or distortion were measured. Doesn't mean that that's where they sound the best. And the only thing that tells you where they sound the best is this. So don't get too hung up on what level hit the plugins. The plugins, from experience that we've shown on the channel, the harder you hit them, the worse they sound usually, because it's the extreme settings and the extreme saturation and the fast settings that really shows the limitation of the plugins versus the hardware. So keep that in mind. I hope this answered the question.
Hands on my